Picture an old industrial corner of Minneapolis. Empty warehouses with boarded up buildings, nobody around at night. Then over 25 years, it turns into one of the most wanted neighborhoods in the entire city. Well, guess what? That already happened right here in Minneapolis. Now the same setup is taking shape on the north side, right on the Mississippi River. So just a few weeks ago, the city put shovels in the ground, a $350 million riverfront project. This is one of the most exciting things that's happened in the Minneapolis riverfront area to date. So today, I'm walking you through the before, the after, and what it means for you as a potential buyer or seller. That neighborhood that I was referring to is the North Loop. For most of the 1900s, it was known as the Warehouse District. Big industrial buildings, mostly empty at night. By the 1980s, a lot of it, unfortunately, was just left to rot. And then something changed. Artists found cheap space in those old warehouses. Developers came too back in the mid-2000s. Then the restaurants showed up, shops showed up, and condos showed up additionally. Today, it's one of the most wanted spots in the whole entire city. Those condos run in the high 300s and up, with some of the best food around. But here's the thing. It all started with one change. Somebody decided old industrial land could be something else. That same shift is starting up of the North Loop right now. But before we cover what's being built, let's understand how it used to be. So the Upper Harbor Terminal has been industrial for a very long time. We're talking lumber yards going way back into the late 1800s and even earlier. Then a barge shipping terminal came in 1968. For the most part, this whole stretch of the river got cut off. A freeway and a wall of industry blocked people from it. The south side of the river had parks and trails. The north side got the industry. Barge operations stopped at the end of 2014. That came just ahead of the Upper St. Anthony Falls lock closing for good, and just like that, 48 acres of prime North Minneapolis riverfront sat empty for over a decade. But the city owned that land the whole time. They spent years planning it out with the people who lived there and developers. So what exactly is going on here? The groundbreaking happened on May 4th, just a few weeks ago. The big piece is an 8,000 seat outdoor amphitheater. It's called the Community Performing Arts Center. First Ave and the Minnesota Orchestra are going to run it together. You can expect around 50 ticketed events every year there, which is pretty awesome. Remember that when we get into predictions in just a minute, you'll need to keep that in mind. It opens in the summer of 2027, and it's going to be a real awesome live music spot right on the Mississippi River. Next up is a 20-acre public park. It runs about a mile along the Mississippi. It's got separate trails for biking and walking, and that's going to open in the summer of 2026, so pretty soon. On top of that, the plan is to bring in around 520 housing units, plus 45,000 square feet of commercial space. They're projecting 300 living wage jobs alone from this project. Additionally, there's a health and wellness hub. So believe it or not, the ground lease money from the private building flows into a community fund. That fund runs for 99 years. This all helps lifestyle for sure. But before we get into the real estate timing, let's talk about the data. So first, the amphitheater hosts all of those ticketed shows. That means people coming through all the time. When the people come, just like the North Loop, the restaurants come and then the shops come and follow, and then there's additional living spaces and real estate transactions that are happening. More commerce, more movement, more jobs. We saw that exact thing, like I said, play out in the North Loop. The whole Upper Harbor site sits in the McKinley neighborhood of North Minneapolis. The city itself calls the project a once-in-a-generation opportunity for North Minneapolis. Quite frankly, that's not language they throw around lightly. So here's the part that matters most for you. This one's a long-term play. Upper Harbor will take time, just like the North Loop did. But the North Loop window closed a long time ago. The prices there show what it became, not what it was. North Minneapolis is different. That window is open right now. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Nobody can promise you how this is going to play out. But now you've got some info that the smart money does, because they're watching for sure. So keep your eyes on North Minneapolis, specifically around the Harbor Project. A riverfront park, a live music spot run by First Ave and the Minnesota Orchestra, new homes, and new jobs. It's a pretty powerful combo. So do me a favor. Drop one word in the comments. Type yes if you think North Minneapolis is the next North Loop. Type no if you don't. Then tell me why. I read every one of them. We work with buyers and sellers across the entire Twin Cities metro area every day. If you want to get in touch about making a move, there's a quick form right in the description here down below. Just fill it out and we'll go from there. But before you leave, check out the video right here and I'll go deeper into how areas like this might be your very next move. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video and at the next house.